are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm enjoying myself at FanFest, and I'm so excited to meet you finally in person. It's been a year since we were on the podcast itself, but now we get to hang out for a moment, and I really appreciate you and everything you're doing.
I know. And then, they're raffling that picture that Dennis had done of Frank, which is absolutely incredible.
It is incredible.
So I see people are buying a lot of the raffle tickets and everything. So I'm proud that he's still remembered. I mean, I always say to the fans that without the fans, we would not be having this event.
Very true, very true. And he's definitely remembered to this day, and he'll be remembered forever.
He certainly will. And for people like you that help it along, the family, well, thanks you.
Thank you very much. Barbara Goodish, make sure you follow Barbara Goodish. Any Bruiser Brody stuff you want signed or buy it from her. Message her on Facebook. That's right, Bruiser Brody. Check it out.
Check it out. Huss.
Who taught you how to rap?
Well, I spent some time working at McDonald's, and part of their training is you gotta take the things and you gotta fold them the right way, you gotta wrap them the right way. So I didn't last very long, as you could tell. I just wasn't. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. It's not for everybody. I'm currently jobless outside professional wrestling, so I really hope that this takes off because the cardboard box just isn't keeping me insulated at night anymore.
You need to put your priorities in.
You think I should go back to McDonald's?
No.
You think Ronald will take me back? Ronald.
Grimace.
Yeah. Well, Grimace is working with the Mets now. So do you think I could get a job with the Mets?
Probably.
Get a good job with
probably be in the starting lineup for the Mets.
Starting lineup for the Mets? I'll take that.
I don't think that's going to work.
You don't think that's gonna? Why don't you think it's gonna work?
I don't think it's going to work. Anyway. NYWC presents Till I Collapse, and Emily LeVay has some words for everyone.
Amity LeVay, the NYWC Starlet Champion! Papa Tank, right?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, I know. Whoever my opponent is, I would turn the other way and walk far, far away from the NYWC Sportatorium. Far, far away from the Sportatorium.
I just want to say that it was super rude of you to walk away from me early.
Talking to the New York State champion, you're going to have to pay up.
Do you take kale?
Dude, goodbye. Whipwreck, Cation, doesn't matter.
We'll see what happens, but it looks like we have a special guest. Get my earplugs on.
No.
You was looking for Tina, and then you talk about people.
Dominate tonight, all right? The Dirty Deeds, they got nothing.
We're now the new Starlet Champion. What's going on?
Hi, I am fearless princess, so why not team up?
All right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo for February.
Finisher is called the Shadow Ban, and I was like, that's kind of.
Hold on. Let me speak. Okay?
But today I got a very special guest. I got the great.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Tank. And before I get to my very special guest, anybody that's near Amity LeVay better have, their guard up because she carries pliers. She's not scared to use them. With that being said, let me bring to you the one, the only, the landmine himself. Hi.
What's up, Papa Dank?
You are fired up today.
Their toes for the explosion,
It's Amity. She's crazy. She's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, better watch your step too, man.
I know. I do. I have to be
Actually,
careful.
I don't want to mess with her. Sorry, just kidding.
All right, man. It's been a while since we talked last. Tell me what's been going on with you.
So, I mean, as my life is, and everybody's, let me not dwell. I had a bump in the road. So I was in a battle royal at Wrestling Open, Beyond Wrestling, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I threw a clothesline. And when I turned, I guess my knee didn't turn with me. I felt something weird. Didn't hear a pop, though. Just couldn't put weight on my knee, with my leg. And so, long story short, I thought I was okay after the match enough. I thought it was a minor injury, maybe a couple of months, maybe not that minor. But it was a full ACL tear. So that happened back in January. I had surgery on January 25th. So I've been on that road to recovery ever since then, which is its own battle. So, but I'm back.
You're back and better than ever, just so you know.
That's what usually happens, man. And that's why a lot of people try to stay out of my way when I come back, because they know I'm just not going to stop.
I mean, you're a force to be reckoned with. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it took me a little time. Just, it's weird how life is with your ego, right? 'Cause you don't want to be cocky, but I have overcame, stepped over major injuries and always come back in better physical condition, more mentally strong, more focused. To just make it, because it's being on that like hamster wheel, and the cheese is right there.
Right.
And every time you're close to getting that cheese and gets taken away, it just like the fire comes up a little bit higher, comes up a little bit higher, makes it dangerous. So yeah, I'm feeling it right now, man. I'm feeling it.
Well, it's great to have you back, and you're looking great, man. So you definitely been hitting the weights
Yeah.
as you're recovering.
So I'll give you a little, because we were talking about our both of our fitness journeys before.
Yeah.
The struggle, not listen, I'm still young, I'm in my prime, but as the years go on, as you get older, it's harder to maintain muscle mass. That's like the first thing you don't want to lose, because your
Right.
functionality. So where my mindset was during this recovery was, in years past, like I just get super lean because I couldn't take the idea of not being in like super crazy condition. But this time, like, let me just bulk a little bit. So I took the time to really build my frame. I have more muscle mass now than I did before I got injured in the first place. But obviously during the time of recovery, I'm not doing as much cardio. I was eating a little more freely. I was in Italy. I ate pasta. I didn't care. I'm Italian. But so since then, though, I've been back. I'm on 3 workouts a day for the most part, minimum 2. I'm also training for a half marathon. That's the same day that I'm wrestling. Who will
Oh, wow.
28th. It's because my cousin just beat cancer, and he's doing it 8 weeks out of his last chemo treatment. So
That's great news.
so like basically, yeah, it's amazing. My cousin Jay, he's a beast. If you think I'm a beast, you should see him. So he's like, yo, you're not gonna do this with me? I'm like, oh, yeah, but no, I say no. So yeah, but that crazy enough, right? His little push to me helped me come back here and train harder than I've ever trained. So I'm feeling great. Give you the overlapping story. I'm definitely feeling the best I've felt in a long time, physically, mentally, and I'm really ready, man. I'm feeling ready to explode. So
That's awesome, man.
yeah.
Recently, when I talk about cancer, I lost a friend to cancer. He was battling it for a long time, and unfortunately, he wasn't able to beat it. And I have another friend who's battling right now. A mutual friend, Sean Walker.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah. I don't know what he wants to and not doesn't want to be spoken on. I let him speak for himself. I know that the last time I spoke to him, though, it was positive news. I think he put a post up
Yes.
about some
He
positive
did.
news. So I'm praying for him every day. He's one of the genuine great people to join this industry, and I know
100%.
that he's a special guy. So always just
He
praying.
is. He is, and I'm
Yes.
proud to call him a friend. So
Yeah.
my thoughts are always with Sean. All right, let's talk about, you formed your own company too along the process. So let's talk about that a little bit. Let everybody know what the name of the company is and actually where they can go follow.
Yeah, so I am, I'm a part of a conglomerate. I will never take full credit. It's called Championship Entertainment Productions. Myself, Dixon, our personal feelings to the side, is one of the top tier members. And there's also, we have a partnership with Mark from Lucharitos. That's kind of where this all came together. He had done some shows in the past at his venues. And then he had access to a theater. We discussed trying some wrestling inside this theater for an attraction to maybe build up that theater, build up that area. And it turned into, wow, I really kind of like running wrestling shows.
Right.
What can we do from here? And then, we still have our association, our partnership with him. We do stuff in Greenport, which is he's very connected in that area. That's where his first Lucharitos was. But then from there, Championship Entertainment Productions started traveling. We just did an event in Freeport, Bayview on the water. Oh man, I mean, I'm number one. If you need a catering hall, you need a really fun place to go drink in the summer. Cannot beat it.
It was on the Nautical Mile, right?
Yeah, it's at the end. It's where Tropics used to be.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gorgeous, just good place to run. And then from there, we are in talks with a couple of other venues. I can't say too much, but we've been reaching out to different areas We're trying to be different. And then, but then we had this event that was coming up in Huntington with the NWA, which
Right.
was so amazing. Obviously, also that's the 27th is Sacred Heart, but 28th is on Long Island. Yeah. So what happened was we had some logistical issues, which I can't speak too much about either. We originally had one venue. We had to move to All Sports in Melville,
Melville. Yep.
which is going to allow us to have a bigger capacity, which is, and I need to say thank you to the staff there for being accommodating and helping us out to bring the NWA to Long Island. But that's where we've
Awesome.
gotten to. It's been one of those things, where things are opening up. Life has happened sometimes, right? And then you almost have to keep up with all the good things. It's not bad, but it's like you feel it. It's like a rush of I better make the right decisions. I gotta make them fast, and I gotta think fast.
Right.
And it's just kind of happened, and it's been excellent. And we work with LICAV, the Long Island Coalition Against Bullying. I'm personally an ambassador of that company. Joe Salamone has come down to a couple of our events. He likes what we're trying to portray as a company: family-friendly entertainment, positive for children, positive for families. We're exposing different families to this industry and showing the beauty of it, which has been super rewarding. So it's been a blessing, really. It's been a blessing to give opportunities to guys who I met when they first started training, are now developing, giving them roster spots, giving them spots in the show. It's the cycle of pro wrestling, man. Can't. Great.
Can you name some of those guys so we can all know who they are?
Absolutely, I can. So Tristan Kyle is one of my.
I love that guy.
Really special kid, man.
He's really awesome.
Him, Will Strauss too.
Will too.
Nick Robles, Sebastian. All the creative pro guys are all fantastic. Yeah, they're trained well. It's a great school.
Yes.
But yeah, those four guys. And then I have personal relationships with, and I always Roger Mendez, bringing him over to Long Island from Warriors Wrestling. The Rise, Mike Titello, Danny Storm.
Right.
That's just on the top of my head. There's so many more. There's people I'm missing. But just on the top of my head, just either people that didn't come to this area often, or just were just starting and just looking to get reps that just had the right attitude. And the four from Creative Pro I mentioned when they were first, they were a year or less in, and they just had the right attitude, came and helped, have been developing since, going out there, making waves. And we were able to book Tristan Kyle with Richard Holiday, who I have nothing but good things to say about. It meant a lot to Tristan to have such a high caliber match, and we're happy to give it to him. And I told him, it's like, because you deserve it, man. Go out there and shine.
Yeah.
So that's been cool. That's been really, especially being hurt, not being able to be in there and experience that part of wrestling. The adrenaline rush and the high of performing, watching people that you care about go out there and seeing them have that reaction. It's pretty close.
It's amazing. It really is. You meet some of the talent, and you see when they first start out. It's some of them I met when they first started out from Creative Pro, like Jack Tomlinson. And to see what he's doing now, I'm like, man, this kid's got it.
Yeah.
Like
he's great.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he really, man, and like the way his character has grown, you can just see the growth and how he's almost becoming. It's just it's awesome to see, man. It's
really
awesome to see people grow. It's like they almost turn into something different, right? It's like they don't even look like the same or feel like the same person.
Right, not the same person, right?
Confidence, right? It's crazy. It's great.
Right.
So that's the rewarding part. Yeah.
Another one that comes to me is the slime balls.
Yeah. Oh, dude, man. It's so funny.
Let's bring them up. There they are on the poster right there in the background. You're there too.
I'm there. I know.
Yeah. Lagurski's there. Wrecking Ball.
Lagurski's there.
Yeah. Now is Kenzie Page going to be at this event too?
That is what I've heard. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a stacked roster for this show. It's those who work for the NWA on the Northeast. It's the best that we have to offer. On top of that, we see some top names on there, right? Kenzie Page,
right?
Tom Vladimir,
Aaron Stevens.
Then you got Brian Idol. That's an impressive card right there. That's an impressive poster. That's what you're coming to see when you come check out the NWA on tour. Championship Entertainment Productions presents. 27th as well in Queens. It's just 2 back-to-back nights. of the Northeast's best with the NWA's best. It's not something that I can't remember the last time the NWA has been on Long Island in this
I,
capacity.
I don't think ever, as far as I know.
I don't think so. It's historic, man.
This is
It's
a
like
historic. Yeah.
it's surreal as it comes out of my mouth. It's a historic moment. So just the rich history of the NWA. I mean, I'm a historian. I love like going back and reading about Carl Gotch and like George Hackenschmidt and like going through to Antonio Rocca and Luthez. Like I love the
Right.
history of pro wrestling. I love reading about the split from when like the WWF left the NWA.
Yeah.
And just to be a part of that history, no matter what anybody, it's special. It feels special every time you walk out and you see those three iconic letters, knowing the people who've held that title, the world title, the tag titles, the U.S. title, what that turned into. It's just, the reminder that you're a professional wrestler during the NWA. It's really, really cool.
And it was so special that Billy Corgan saved it.
Yeah. Yeah. His love for hearing him speak in person about wrestling, you just see the love.
Mm-hmm.
And again, he's a very creative. I mean, look, Smashing Pumpkins speak for themselves. I don't need to tell everyone about it, but when he's passionate about something, clearly he gives his heart and soul, and you feel that every time you're in his presence. And he cares about the guys. Like he cares. Like his first day meeting you, he'll watch everything you do, and he will sit down with you and give you piece by piece of his opinion of good and bad and what he likes and doesn't, and just the degree of focus that you hear in his voice, it's unique. So that's why he's a great leader. So I'm really happy to be a part of anything they have me here with.
He's a great leader.
It's been rewarding, man. Like I said, 28th, I got Tom Latimer one-on-one, one of the best in the world.
Let's bring that up right there. One of the best in the world. That is right, and he's facing off against you, the Long Island Landmine. This is going to be quite the match. I mean, he's top caliber performance right there.
He's as world class as it gets. But that's what's pushing me too, right? That's what's driving me. That's why just before I went on with you, I already did a 6-mile run this morning, just about. And I'm like, I'm going to run again. Want to know why I ran again? Because I didn't want to run. You know what I've realized in life? You want to succeed, do anything you don't want to do that.
Do it again.
So that's what I did. I don't want to run. I don't want to do this marathon, half marathon. But
Keep
I'm going to do
hustling.
it. Right? But that's the mindset. Because I know that's what he's doing. That guy's not. Look at him. He's not sitting down. He's not.
No, he's definitely not sitting down. Look at him.
He's not sitting down. He's not skipping anything. Right? So I'm not going to, because not only do I have myself to live up to, I have Long Island to live up to. This place that I promised I was going to be successful. This place I promised I wasn't going to give up. That kid who was picked on and made fun of for being overweight, and everyone said, there's no way you will succeed. There's absolutely no way you'll be a professional wrestler. And then on the 28th of September, after another major injury, another setback, I have another chance, an opportunity to show everybody what I know that I am. And that is just as world caliber as Tom Latimer. And I know how good he is, and I'm respectful, and I'll always be humble. But let me say this to you and everybody watching this: I'm not intimidated by him. And he has to be careful where he's stepping on my turf, because I've always been hungry. I'm not just starving. I am in a famine for a spot at the top where I belong. And he's going to have to fight with every fiber and muscle and breath in his body if he thinks he's going to put me down in Huntington on Long Island with that opportunity after coming through this ACL surgery. Every single second I put into this gym and in that ring to come back. This is as serious and real to me as it gets in life. This is NWA. It's Tom Latimer. It's the Landmine Joe Ocasio. And it's going to be worth every single dollar you spend when you come see that match at All Sports.
Let everybody know where they can get their tickets for this event.
NWAlive.com. You can see it it should be on the poster.
Live events.
Yes.
I believe it is. It's on the main poster. Hold on.
Yep, there. Thank you, Papa.
There it is. NWA live event. I remember I had NWA week a couple of weeks ago, so I remember.
Yeah, NWALiveEvents.com. You can get your tickets. It's going to fill up fast. We already have a ton of pre-sale, not just for the 27th, also for the 28th. Please keep in mind that venue change. It's going to be at All Sports in Melville. Beautiful location.
It is a beautiful. It's spacious too.
Very beautiful, very spacious. And I guess I can't say enough good things about the staff over there that we went out of their way to ensure that this event not only ran, but ran strong like we needed it to. So you are in for quite a weekend of professional wrestling on September 27th and September 28th. I guarantee you that.
That is awesome. We got a question. Serena
Sure.
says, "What made you want to bring the NWA to New York for these shows?"
You know,
I think you kind of answered that earlier.
yeah, I mean, it's his history.
It's NWA.
It's NWA. It's historic. And I guess, and it gives this, New York, this territory, an opportunity to witness what has been rolling on in that company recently,
Right.
which has been a resurgence of territories and really impactful live events. The tours are getting bigger, the crowds are getting larger.
Yep.
The roster's always been great. I feel like they're getting new additions. There's just so many positive things going on. It's a great time for this territory and this scene to get a look at the incredible changes in the right direction NWA has been making from an already fantastic start point since Billy has taken it over. It's just going up and up and up, and you want to hop on the train early.
Damn straight, you want to hop on the train, and the show is on the CW app. And not only can you watch NWA on the CW app, but you can watch Adventures in Cardiland, which is a great show, by the way.
Awesome. Yeah, it's fun.
I love that show.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Poor Kyle Davis, though. He can't catch a break, though.
No, I can't. You cannot.
He does it to himself, though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some other matches coming up. Giorgio
Oh, yeah.
Lawrence, the specialist, who I know
Yes,
very well,
sir.
versus Pretty Boy Smooth versus Brian Idol for that NWA Midwest Championship.
Yeah, from Exodus. That's a crime.
Wow.
That's
This
a
is
match,
huge.
man. That's a match right there. I mean, Giorgio Lawrence, if you don't know him, there's a reason he's called the specialist when it comes to
That's
his
right.
in-ring technique. And when he throws those strikes, he throws them
Throws them
like
hard.
he means them. So you better be prepared. Brian Idol, look at him. Look at
him.
Brian Idol. That smug look on his face. Talk about a guy who perseveres, right? Look where
Yeah.
he is. He has been around for a long time, and he has secured himself as a top star in the NWA.
He has.
Right? And then you got PB Smooth. I mean, not much more needs to be said. PB Smooth, real story with him is we go really far back. to
Really?
before, yeah, when he just started thinking about wrestling, we would connect online because he's from New York originally.
Right.
And I remember we chatted about what he should do to get the ball rolling and where he should go and training and stuff. And I've never got to meet him in person yet, but we always kept in touch, and I've always been so proud of him because
Wow.
he's a star. I'm like, dude, you're a star. And if
Yeah.
anyone's telling you otherwise, go somewhere else because you're going to be a star. And just to see him on that poster at an event that I'm part of in more ways than one, and to see him in there with guys that I've worked with is pretty special. I
Yeah.
can't wait to just see him in person, and it's gonna be a cool moment.
I've seen him wrestle, and he's pretty impressive. He really is.
Guy's 7 feet tall, and he moves. I mean, he's a. I mean, yeah. But the first time I saw him, I'm like, dude, just you can do this, and you should. And look at him now.
If you know a little bit of history, he teams with Jay Bougie as the Billionaires Club, and to see Pretty Boy versus Jay Bougie, like, what's going on here?
I know. Yeah, good guy, man. Real cool. Really cool.
Good stuff. All right, next up, we got QGTM versus Wrecking Ball and a mystery tag partner of his choice, I assume, right?
I wish I had more information about it. You never know.
Hard.
Maybe Jay Bradley's in attendance. Maybe he's not. Maybe Wrecking Ball has different plans. Sometimes he
Maybe.
likes to have different ideas up his sleeve. QGTM, I mean, they're Long Island mainstays.
Yep.
Me and Pat go back to long time ago training together. Jay, they're a talented tag team going up against one of the most notorious half of the fixers in Wrecking Ball and NWA, and whoever he decides to partner with. It's always good to keep the fans at the edge of their seats. So I guess we'll find out who Wrecking Ball chooses.
I guess we'll find out. Coraline says hi, by the way.
Hey, what's up, Coraline?
I see her on Instagram. The Instagram doesn't go with the stream. I don't know. StreamYard. StreamYard's gotten messed up recently. I don't know if you know that. Now you can't stream on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta stream it to like groups or something. I'm like, what? That's
Oh no, they change everything every day.
it's terrible. It's terrible to be a podcaster,
I
man.
like lost my YouTube. I have to make a new one. Like, something happened. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever, right? So I had
Yeah.
to copy the link from my YouTube and put it on my Facebook so they can watch us. But man, that main event is gonna be amazing. Make sure
Yeah.
everybody goes to NWA live events to get their tickets, right, Joe?
Like I said, man, I know I kind of gave you a heartfelt speech before. I don't need to go into it again. That match is as important and real life as it gets for Joe Ocasio as a human being. I'm coming in there. I'm going to leave my heart and soul in that on that canvas with Tom Latimer, and it's going to be something else. On top of all the other amazing matches you're going to see on that show, we are going to be more than the cherry on top. We're going to be the reason why you keep coming back.
Man, I'm excited for the NWA coming in. What's after NWA? When is
So, great question. So, I've been tiptoeing my way back into full time competition. I got cleared early. I mean, I got cleared very early. A lot of people
yeah, I
didn't.
can yeah, I'm like, yeah, it takes longer to recover, but yeah, you did it quick.
I did it pretty quick. I mean, I got blessed because I only tore my ACL. The rest of everything was basically intact, which is a lot of reasons why
Right.
recoveries take longer. Nevertheless, I'll just say I'm Superman. Speaking of Superman, Mike Verna's coming back soon. That guy's been through hell, and I'm so freaking happy to see that guy in a ring training moving the way he is.
Yeah.
That guy
I,
is
I,
Superman.
I do see him at wins, so
I'm so proud. I'm so happy for him. So I know that guy put in work. But back to reality for me. What's next after that? Well, I am officially on the NWA Power tapings in Tampa on October 5th and 6th.
wow.
Regardless of what happens with me and Tom Vladimir, I will be back again for those set of tapings.
That's
And
awesome.
on top of that, on October 13th, I'll be heading back to the homeland of Italy to defend my International Wrestling Association
Wow.
International Heavyweight Championship
That
for
is a
Pro
beautiful
Wrestling
belt.
Roma, which I'm very, very excited about. Would you like me to get into this story for you, Papa Dave?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
All right, so I just went to Italy. It was my anniversary with my wife. We were married a year, which is crazy. So I felt like it was yesterday. Regardless, we were going, and I'm like, yeah, let me see if there's any wrestling companies out there, maybe. So
Okay.
I know there were, but like, she's like, you're really gonna try it? I'm like, yeah, yeah. Long story short, I got in touch with Italian Wrestling Association, ran by Diego. He's also partnered with Pro Wrestling Roma, and we did they do Siesta in August. So it wasn't a large show, but he wanted to do a show. I did a seminar, we did a show, and I just so happened to become the inaugural international champion for that company.
Wow.
And if you guys can check it out, I mean, the guys are super talented there. It is an awesome culture to be in Italy and to experience how their professional wrestling works. Pro Wrestling Roma has an amazing venue that I'll be competing at on October 13th. If you get a chance to check out some of their videos,
Yeah, definitely.
it's really cool. Pro Wrestling Roma, Italian Wrestling Association. So my relationship with them is going to keep building. So I'll be there on October 13th in Rome. And I'm going back in March 2025. Myself and Mike Mondo will both be wrestling for the Italian Wrestling Association.
Mike Mondo. Oh my
Mikey
gosh.
Mondo will both be there. So that is my immediate future. And just everybody out there in Wrestling Open every Thursday, I know you guys probably feel safe because I haven't stepped back into the open. And I haven't been back and beyond. But
I love that belt. It's awesome. But let's
Yeah.
give Mike Mondo his flowers. He's amazing.
who said that?
Mike Mondo.
Oh, yeah, of course he is. Yeah. I thought you
He
said
really is.
something else. I'm sorry.
He really is
Mike
such a
Mondo
nice guy.
deserves it all, man. Mike Mondo
Yeah, he
is,
does.
when I started training years ago, Crusher Dugan, rest his soul, was one of my first trainers. And he always used to call me Little Livewire because that was Mike Mondo's name. Because he's like, the way I attacked the mat, the way that I moved, I reminded him of Mondo. And it always meant a lot to me. And I got to wrestle him actually, was like 2 years ago for the first time one-on-one. And it was awesome. And I have a feeling I'll probably run into him in the ring again. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I love Mike Mondo. I hope my path will cross him. But he left Long Island. He's in Florida now, so it's kind of
He's in
hard to
Florida?
not bump into him.
Yeah, but you never know, man. It's wrestling. All of a sudden, crazy things
Yes.
happen. You never know you're gonna wind up, right?
I didn't expect to go to St. Louis, but I went.
And that's what I'm talking about. See?
Good stuff for all of us, man.
Yeah,
I'm so
absolutely.
happy you came on the podcast.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was
Back
awesome,
again.
man. There it is.
And
That's
there
the
it
next
is.
big one coming.
Make sure you get your tickets right away. Don't wait because this is going to be sure to sell out.
Yeah, I mean it's already looking like you better get on top of it now,
Has
and
to
it
be.
will be
Has
worth.
to be.
Yeah, it'll be
With
worth
this
it.
caliber of talent there, there's no doubt. No
That's
doubt in my mind. All right, Joe. Any last words for everybody?
Very simple, guys. Welcome to the explosion, because the landmine has stepped back where he belongs, and Joe Ocasio's coming for you, for you, for you, everyone watching.
Whether you're in the United States or in Italy.
Doesn't matter. International champion. Welcome to the explosion.
Let's go. All right. NWA, get your tickets. NWA live events, New York, Queens, and Melville, coming up in a few short weeks. As for me, what do I got next? I got the one and only Joel Maximo and Skills the Great coming up at 9 o'clock. We're going to talk Wrestling Is Now this Saturday, where I will be at filming. Well, I don't know what I'll be doing. I'll be doing some stuff according to the Maximos. But also, June 14th at the Hammerstein Ballroom, 10 companies are joining together to bring a special wrestling event. Stay tuned. More details, I'm sure, will follow throughout the year. But this Saturday, it's Adrian Santos versus Joel Maximo versus BJ Savage versus Steve Pena for that Win World's Heavyweight Championship that was vacated. Get your tickets at the Mecca. Woo! Out now is my vlog, Papa Dank Vlogs Gorilla Dank. Out now on my YouTube channel. Make sure you check that out. Coming up Friday, Johan Nara, the Dynasty Heavyweight Champion. He is coming up. And my pal, the one and only center of attention, who has a similar injury to yours, Joe. Brittany Brooks is coming on next Tuesday on the podcast. She's returning.
Not ACL.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Yeah, she's going to be out like till April. She just had the surgery.
She just had the surgery?
Yeah.
Yes, and the first, like you can tell her, first one sucks, gets a lot better from there.
Yeah, this is her second one. This is the other knee. She first had it on the right knee. Now it's her left knee.
I thought the Achilles. I had my Achilles on my left. I thought that was gonna be the worst. This one was worse. But anyway, she'll be fine. She's gonna be good.
She's gonna be great. She's already like hard at work rehabbing that thing every day. I'm like, what the hell is she doing?
That's it. Gotta go start right away. Right away.
Gotta do it. She's definitely got to drive. All right, everybody. Have a good